Okay, so recording this at the end of my session on the 4th of March, it took me until my second bucket to really feel the importance of this, because I was push fading a lot to the right this morning in my first bucket. Then I went upstairs, and in the second one I noticed something very, very important, and that was that my trigger finger, when I took the club back and got the coil right, I needed to load the club on my trigger finger more. I wasn't feeling that trigger finger very much at the top, and so as I was coming through, I felt like I'd already lost control of the club. But when I actually felt that in my backswing, at the top of my backswing, I had the coil and everything was synchronized, but then I felt the club was loaded on my trigger finger, almost like I was pinching the club. As I came through rotation, it allowed me to get more control of the club, close the club face more, and get much more of a straighter shot, if not a draw, much more of the right to left. So I practiced that and noticed that it consistently felt that was important to do. Once I loaded up that trigger finger, I was able to come through and get much more consistent flush contact and also get that draw. So that's something super important. It did go away. I did notice that even though I was focusing on the trigger finger, I started losing it again, and I wondered what was going on, and I realized that I was actually starting to get a little bit tired, and so I was coming more forward and not staying as tall. It also could have something to do with the fact that the club is too short for me because it's still a high club, but if I get too far forward and don't stay tall, then I do notice that I start to hit it off to the right. So that's really important to remember, that trigger finger loaded at the top to get more control of the club face and help it close whilst staying nice and tall.